Just kidding. I'm right here. You thought I was hiding, guys. No, I'm just dinking. Can you guys hear the music? I think I turned it up enough where you guys can hear it. Well, I can't tell. This tune is slightly quieter. I can barely hear it when it's full all the way up. That's because I turned my computer down. It could be I turned my computer down too. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Let's just turn it down a little bit. All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. I'm your host, T Square today. Trent and Nader is doing the Lord's work, and he is helping the youth. So we all give Trent an applause. He's a good man. And I'm home just hanging out with you guys. We're going to do rocking. We got news for you. We're going to do some charts, some live TA, and, just BS and talk about what we see in the crypto space. What's happening? Whoa, Arrow up 17%. You guys check this out. Share this tab instead. Oh, look at Arrow, man. Up 17%. Pretty crazy. We got to take a reevaluate SPX. Is that a fake out or is it still bullish? We will find out. Guys, welcome to the episode. So I didn't bring a beer. I got cold brew. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll try to get the camera. Just some cold brew coffee, kind of help chirp me up because I'm running solo tonight. Helps keep the vibe. This old dog working, man. Keeps all my bones loose. I gotta try not to spill anything tonight. Last night was a crazy nightmare. Please smash that golden like button because we love it. But Trent doesn't want it smashed down, so we have to smash it up, okay? Woo! That's what we're talking about. Then we have this bell. Smells like hops. And we ring it like this a couple different times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. And you find the subscribe bell in the corners over there. And we have to ask for it because YouTube has this algorithm and it makes you ask for it. And so we have to. Kick and Rumble are cool. They don't mess with us too much. They always boost us because they like us. They're huge XRP fans. I notice they don't boost as much as when I push Cardano, but Trent always pushes it. So I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. We're growing all over the place. We are growing all over the place. What do we got going for us right now? In the top 100 coins, we got Arrow is up 17%, 60% for the week. We're going to have to take a look at Arrow tonight. What do you guys think? Figure out, is it going to keep pumping or we're going to be dumping? It almost looks like it wants to break up to $1.40 level, $1.20 level. Yeah, I don't know, man. SPX, just without looking at any TA, almost looks like a fake out to the upside. Maybe that was your chance to get out. We will find out. Trent says he'll jump in, guys, in like an hour. We'll see if I can make it. I'll probably be fine. Usually I like to get off around then, but if you guys are really popping, I love hanging out with my community. You guys will do good for us. All right, let's roll into some news today. We got the FOMC numbers coming out. Did you guys watch that interview or listen to that interview with Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz? Man, that was a wild interview. In my defense, I love both of those gentlemen. I actually really do enjoy Tucker. I think he's a good debater, and I like Ted Cruz because I feel like Ted Cruz is I align with him a lot of things. Not everything, but a lot of things. And a lot of people rooted for Tucker in the debate, and not as many people rooted for Ted Cruz. From my perspective, when I listened to the whole thing, was, man, I felt like Tucker wasn't giving him any time to answer any questions, and they kept digressing down these rabbit holes, and then they all started name calling. I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the actual hell? Let's check out what happened in crypto today. Let's check it out together. Today in crypto, China's central bank is establishing an international operations center to broaden the digital reach of its digital yuan. In Iran, crypto exchange Nobitrix was reportedly hacked by a group linked to Israeli. Meanwhile, several publicly traded companies have raised hundreds of millions of dollars to increase their crypto holdings. Well, yeah, we all want to increase our crypto holdings. Like, duh. I'll take a look. We'll take a peeky peek. China Central Bank Chief Pan Gongxing. Wow, I hope I pronounced that right, Mr. Gongxing. Has pledged to expand the footprint of the digital yuan, reaffirming the country's vision of its central bank currency, CBDC. According to a Reuters report, China is creating an international operations center in Shanghai. For the digital yuan, also known as E-CNY. That's why we're having coffee. Pan made the remarks please don't make me read this word, at the Lujiazui Forum, professional forum for the high-profile local and international finance regulators and executives. China envisions a multiple currency system where multiple currencies support the global economy. Pan said, efficient contrast of where their current system, where a few currencies like the US dollar and the euro play large roles in the global financial system. Yeah, the dollar has kind of played a role for like forever. Euro, I don't know how long the euro's been around, like 20 years. The US dollar in particular may have become less appealing to investors in 2025. Well, no crap. We only printed like 80% of our entire supply in 2 years, partly due to the unscripted rollout of tariffs by the U.S. President Donald Trump over the past months. No, I don't think people liked it before that. Pan also weighed in on the digital technologies, claiming that traditional cross-border payments systems are vulnerable to geopolitical risks. Traditional cross-border payment infrastructures can be easily politicized and weaponized, and used as a tool to unilateral sanctions, damaging global economic financial order, he said. The Iranian exchange Nobitrix hacked for over 81 million by Israeli-linked hackers. How can they really prove that? I'm just saying from like a regular person's state of view, like I'm not saying it's not Israelis, but if you're a hacker, like shouldn't you be pretty good at hiding your IP address? Like how would you know that it's really Israeli backed? Where they're located at. I'm really kind of curious. But I could use my VPN and say I'm in Israel right now. I mean, how advanced technology are we using to track hackers? Iran-based cryptocurrency exchange Nobitrix has been hacked for 81 million digital assets, according to on-chain investors ZachXBT. Okay, so it's an Iran exchange that was hacked. So it's almost like they're probably throwing the Juan, we'll check out Pepe. You know what? Just because you're here, Juan, I'm going to check it out right now. I'll come back to this article because I just started it. And what I was saying about this exchange called Nobitrix, the Iranian, if I was somebody wanted to take advantage of the situation, I would try to blame the Israelis too. I'm like, I'm going to go hack Iran. Crypto exchange. Oh, Pepe! Another exchange hacked. Well, hacked. I mean, how broad is a hack? Do you have a 1 to 2 one? Like, come on. Like, how can you pinpoint where a hacker is that good to hack an exchange? The odds of you knowing where their VPN is located, I feel like it's small. Am I wrong? Like, I could VPN with a basic thing to Israel, and I'm sure these people are using different tech to be able to figure out where it's coming from. But I feel like that's such a bleak broaded statement. Well, this was Israel. Well, how do you know that? How do we know if anybody is that? Yeah, they will get caught. They always do, man. It's too hard to cash out cryptocurrencies. So I did get over a couple $100,000 stolen from me, and I'm waiting for those guys to slip up. They used Tornado Cash. They hit a lot of my money, and I don't have the capital right now to track these guys down. I might someday. I have all the hashes written down. I'm going to find them someday. It's pretty easy, but Tornado Cash still makes it hard for the normies like myself. Hey, you ever looked at Tornado Cash? I was watching these guys who took my money, and 2 days straight, we click the pages on Etherscan and it scrolls through like 50 people at once, wallets. I looked through 2 days worth with one being made like, I don't know, like every of the minute probably. Just click, 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 click. It took me like 2 hours to click all the way to the bottom to get to it. Like, wow, these guys spent like $1,000 in gas fees creating. I kid you not, there was so many pages. There was like 900 pages I scrolled through. 900 pages at 50 a page. I mean, you could do the math. It took me forever just to find out they created it through the original wallet. The first transaction was Tornado Cash. I'm gonna track them. I'm gonna find them. They got me distracted. I'm on a tangent now. Yeah, this scammer over here on Kick. You want to help me grow? Yeah, you can help me grow. You want to grow? You can freaking subscribe. That will help me grow. I don't need to pay you $50 an hour. No boss, real results. No, I'm not DMing some scammer who wants to come into my channel and try to scam. You just go scam yourself, dude. Scam yourself. Like 15 minutes. We're gonna go to a longer time frame. We got a doji candle. We're gonna uptrend, fake down, possibly more upward momentum. We're still, the structure is resetting right now. If you could have tried to catch this wick. I think that would have been a pretty good entry right here at whatever, just slightly below where it's at right now on 30-minute. I think it might come a little lower, maybe not. Does look like a fake out. No, a diamond, a red dot. These are technically little diamonds are called red dots, and they're usually a sign of some sort of downtrend. They don't always play out. I mean, you can see right here, it played up for like 3 or 4 candles. Doji candle, which is tiny body, wick, large wicks. They came back up, and then we had another red dot fake out. Red dots are usually a sign of momentum ending. It doesn't tell you how long it's going to go. You to really play market cipher good, you got to use the pattern or symbols and the blue waves. Hey, here was a Jesus take the wheel, and that didn't play out. That was crazy. That almost always plays out. VWAP is coming down though. I think we're going to keep coming down a little bit more. I just don't know how much more. Some either right here. It could be lows right here, or right here, or right here. Not very helpful, but we do have a red dot on the blue oscillator wave, which is usually a sign of some sort of reset. I mean, if you look over, you got red dots up here, red dots up here, red dots up over here. It's usually a sign of the trend ending and resetting. I do kind of like it though. I would be looking at an entry someplace around here. We've been in a downtrend on Pepe. Downtrend, fake up, downtrend, possibly fake up, downtrend. Though the green candles are projecting out of 25 or 35, 22, 23, 20. Can't remember what the DBSI is. I never really seen it, but it's guessing that we're gonna have more strength to the upside, which I also see that too. Another thing too is it's kind of played out somewhat, but not fully. I don't think yet. See if my eyes are reading this right. We do have slight bullish divergence too on, just a little farther, on the blue oscillating waves, as we also have some green dots. So what does it say? It keeps like snip snapping. It's not like a perfect trade. Sometimes you got the perfect one and the stars align on all the time frames. So in the next hour, we're going to reset to just slightly below where we're at. The 4 hour, I'm comfortable saying that we will probably have more movement to the upside. And I can't tell you exactly where, but I would say the first level stopping would be between 598 and 606, the 4 hour. 12 hours bullish too, my dude. We got a good green dot right here. I mean, it's possible that this green doesn't just trade sideways, but it's looking pretty good because the VWAP is breaking up. We're in the green now. Strength coming in. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? I just also noticed though on Pepe, usually we come back to some sort of major support. Well, this is pretty good. I feel like it should come lower. Like when we have these giant breakups, usually I like to see like an entry around here in this area. But It is looking good, man. It is in a range where you'll be buying in a pretty low point to have good movement to the upside. Where are we on the VWAP? 2-2. Hasn't crossed over yet. It's looking pretty good though. Pepe is looking pretty good. It's on my radar. 2 days not looking good. It's the daily. Daily looking more bullish. 52, 55, so it's still slightly bearish. The 2 day looks pretty miserable though. So, you know, I'm just gonna say off the get-go, we will be bullish for the next 24 hours. And then maybe we'll get a fake up in the next, you know, what I was just saying, and then we'll drop down one more time. That's what I'm guessing. So if you zoom out or pull out or whatever it is, I think that's what we're doing. We're coming down. We had a good wick. You caught this wick. You could have scalped it. We came down, and then I think we're going to come back up, maybe even wick a little higher. And you scalp it. I think we're going to come back down one more time. At least on the 2 day. Weekly anchor trigger right to the downside. Yes, that's what I think is going to happen. What's up, Jesse? Jeremiah beat you today, Jesse. He was first. What's up, guys? Better late than never, I always say. Exactly. I don't know if you caught it, Mr. Jesse, but Trentinator, he on Wednesdays he does the Lord's work and he's helping the youth at church. So he's not here on Wednesday, so I'm flying solo. It actually got me a little bit of coffee because he wasn't here yesterday, and I'm like, dude, if I have another stream, I spill my beer 2 times over my keyboard, I'll be a very sad guy. So I got some coffee. I'll keep the mind going. The one, if you ever know how to use Etherscan, you could always help me track down these guys who stole over $200,000 at this time. Actually, we can take a look. You guys want to take a look with me? Let's take a look. How much money was stolen? Make sure I'm on the right screen for you guys. Virtuous Protocol. I had 100,000 tokens. 100,000, 10,000. So currently, the amount of money was stolen from me is worth $169,000, $680. Yes, that happened. And I would love to tell you about it sometime, guys. Because I think it is related to some conspiratorial things online. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. And you know, it's crazy. When it was stolen from me, it was stolen over here. So that's almost double the price. So what did I say it was? 169,000. So at the time it was stolen, it was worth about $320,000. So it wasn't directly out of my wallet, but I felt personally responsible because I was overseeing this wallet when the time it happened. And so I feel very vengeful about it, especially how well this project's going to do. All right, you know what? I'm going to go into one more article, and then we're going to go check out SPX 6900 because I think there's something interesting to point out. We noticed today. Oh, we'll take a quick peek at the liquid. We'll go to the news. Then we'll go to the news. We're going to the liquidation map, and then we're going to go to charts. See what we got going on. All right. Iran-based cryptocurrencies exchange Novatix, make sure you guys can see it, has been hacked for more than $81 million digital assets, according to on-chain investors Zach XBT. Why do that name sound so familiar? On-chain investigator Zach XBT. The attack disclosed in a Wednesday Telegram post drained 81.7 million assets across the Tron network, an Ethereum virtual machine EVM compatible blockchains. Stack XBT spotted attackers using a vanity address to exploit the protocol, which resulted in suspicious outflows from multiple Novatix linked wallets. The vanity address refers to a public wallet address with specific user-defined sequence characters with the first 49 million that was stolen through the address. Really? Really? This is the wallet address? That's so bad. TKF IRGCT terrorist. No BitTex Y2YMNX. The second address used was 0x dead. Those aren't pretty damning wallet addresses. Just a fun fact, if you guys ever see the first letters of a wallet 0x, and I figured this out when I was looking for my money that was stolen. 0x means it's an Ethereum-based wallet. I didn't know that. There was a couple other ones, like Solana always starts with, it's been so long. This Solana wallet starts with something, like Matic wallet starts with something. They all have their own little code at the beginning so you can recognize the wallets. Dude, this stuff, oh man, I'm gonna go down spiritual holes. Can't do that. I would love to do that, but I can't. I feel about not getting $100 profit from this morning. Hey man, it's okay. You always have tomorrow. I was going to make a short trade today, and I was locked out of my trading account, and I was like, oh shoot, my password's at the house. Well, I guess I'm not trading today. A vanity address refers to the public wallet address, or we read those. Pro-Israel hacker group calling itself Gonjinsky Durande has claimed responsibility for the NoBitX hack. Well, how do we know? Okay, well, if anybody could claim, that they did it, they want proof that they did it. You don't know it was Israeli. And I'm not saying it wasn't Israeli. I'm just saying we don't know what we don't know. NoBitX confirmed that the portion of its hot wallet saw signs of unauthorized access and was immediately suspended upon detection. Now, how did they even get these wallets to send the money? Like, I'm digressing, but like, did they have to have the user like submit the send, or did they hack the platform and then they use the platform to send it to themselves? Users' assets are completely secure according to cold storage standards. Well, I guess that's not completely. And the above incident only affected a portion of the assets in hot wallets. NoBitX said, wait, I'm digressing again. Users' assets are completely secure according to cold storage standards. Well, it's not in cold storage. It's on a hot wallet. NoBitX said in the X post, adding to all the damages, we will be compensated through the insurance fund and NoBitX resources. NoBitX exploited appears to stem from critical failure in it, and the access controls allowing attackers to infiltrate the internal system and drain hot wallets across multiple blockchains. According to Heike Unal, senior security operations lead at blockchain security from Cybers. Yet, surprisingly, the stolen funds remain unmoved, Unal said. The breach adds growing list of cryptocurrency hacks from 2025, and more than 2.1 billion in digital assets has been stolen this so far this year, according to the blockchain security from Syntech. It's kind of interesting. Hype. 4 public U.S. firms spend $844 million in Bitcoin hype. I feel bad. I was saying because of the loss you took, bro. Yeah, I know you are. You always got my back, Jesse. I appreciate you. Someday, dude, I'm not going to lie. I think part of what happened to me is going to be on a Netflix series. I almost can guarantee it. And I can't wait to show you guys what it's all about, dude. It's going to be wild, bro. It's going to be wild. I'm sure they're going to have to blur out some of the wallets. Maybe not. I hope not. I hope it's all out there in the open. Bold secure $250 million equity purchase facilitated intended to expand Bitcoin treasury holdings. Bold secures $250 million equity. Wait, we just read that. Okay. Meanwhile, Bitcoin mining equipment rental firm Bitmine Emergence Technologies finishes its purchase of $16.3 million worth of Bitcoin using proceeds from recent stock offerings. Inovia, a digital eye exam tech developer, said it would set aside $50 million to buy Hype, the token decentralized crypto derivatives exchange. The firm said it would also rebrand to Hyperium DeFi under the ticker HYPD. Well, that's okay. U.S. Doge files to seize 20. I don't care about that. It said butchering scams. Guys, check this out. Voila! We're here on X. What do you guys think about this? This is pretty wild. Am I right or am I right? The Senate just passed an incredible bill that is going to make America undisputed leader in digital assets. Nobody will do it better. It is pure genius. Genius act. Play on words. Thank you, President. Digital assets are the future, and our nation is going to own it. We are talking about massive investment and big innovation. The House will hopefully move lightning fast and will pass a clean genius act. Get it to my desk ASAP. Parenthesis, not parenthesis, but dash. No delays, no add-ons. What's an add-on? I have no idea. This American brilliance at its best. And we are going to show the world on how to win with digital assets like never before. Whoa, yeah, that's how we're talking about. Speaking of which, I actually think I'm on All in Crypto's platform right now, guys. Just FYI. This guy's a solid dude. Great guy. I don't know if you guys follow him on YouTube, but he's also fantastic. Oh, here it is. Circle pass. Look at everybody who voted. Look at this guy. He's smiling. Look at this guy. He doesn't even know what the hell he voted for. I'm sorry, but he don't. He's too old, man. He ain't no way. He ain't no way. Can't tell if this person's a man or a woman. They also don't know. This guy definitely don't know. That guy definitely don't know. That guy almost looks like John McCain. You know what, guys? I should share this on our X page. Boop, would like it, Altcoin Daily. We're gonna share his post. Oh, it's not shareable. What? Why? Why? Oh, we're gonna share All in Cryptos because we're gonna give him support because he's the man. What are you gonna say that? All in. All right, I should do at, huh? Yeah, why not? At All in Crypto. You, sir, inspire younger influence. Did I spell this right, guys? Influencer. No, not quite. I'll show you spell check on the fly. My D also. So, boom. There we go. Influencers in the space to become great. What do you guys think? Think that sounds good? Yeah, I think it sounds pretty good. I actually like All in Crypto. I started watching his YouTube channels when he was like 15,000 subscribers. That's right around the range I found Lifer too. You know, one of the reasons why I started following All in Crypto is because when BitBoy wasn't around as much anymore, and out of respect, like there's certain channels I won't watch. I was like, well, who do I watch? You know, and I found for information, I found All in Crypto to be really well advised in giving information out. So yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, there was a slap. There was a slap. That's too funny, guys. Too funny. All right, where are we going? That's right. We want to go take a look at SPX. SPX, man. I think we got most of the news covered for the day. I don't think we missed anything else. SPX. Turbo. Hey, you know what, guys? We said Turbo was going to be good. Oh, I don't like that. That's a bad sign, but that's okay. I think we expected that. Maybe. But I did say I was feeling a little bit more bullish on Turbo last night. You guys, I'm digressing. Jesse, was that you? I think that was you. That was you, Jesse. You just like my post. Hey, man. Thank you, Jesse. SPX. I mean, dude. Come on. We called this. We called it. I'm going back to the 4 hour. We said this is a double top. Remember, we're not going to get up. We're going to get fake out. And I was like, dude, this thing looks so disgusting. And I think we're going to come back down. But the VWAP does kind of good. But I think it's a fake out, man. I think they're trying to get people to stay in. If I was me, though, that trigger wave. Oh, dude. Oh, they really want you to. They really want to get you to stay. I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust this still. If this has to at least reclaim up. Let's go into X real quick. I got you guys, dude. You're a solid guy, man, Jesse. You have been coming and showing up. You've been putting in the work. When we get merch, I owe you a hat. I actually have some guy right now working on merch. I actually have to call him tonight. I totally spaced it. Dude doesn't sleep though. He's a machine, so I'll probably hit him up anyways. All right. I don't know, man. This is kind of got me a little nervous. It does kind of look like it's flagging out though now. Yeah. I still think it's coming down. I'm sticking to it. I think it's coming down. We have a trigger wave to the upside, yes. I want more data. The green wave is VWAP is technically below the zero line. It does make me nervous. Double top. When did we have this last time? Back here. Even it actually wicked way higher and closed below it, and then we still had the double top. This time we couldn't even wick as high. There's not much keeping it up, man, though. That's crazy. It got a trigger wave? Crazy. And it didn't get a trigger wave back here when it did that fake out either. The last trigger wave we got was right there. I don't see any bearish divergence. Well, I'm going to say without anything, look at the VWAP, bro. It's literally broken up. It's technically out of 1 right now. And usually if it comes down like this, like a real mellow, like outward projection, like I'm like, usually you'll get a splash and we can actually push back up. I actually didn't splash right there. That was a really bad example. It kind of looks like this. So we're kind of dipping and dipping and dipping and dipping. Not that one. It will come up when you go dip, 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 dip. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think this is a trend pattern broken. Okay, I'm moving on from SPX. I don't know what you guys think. I would still kind of keep my distance from it for the second. Now we got bullish divergence on Turbo. It did come up a little tiny bit in the last 12 hours, which I was very pleasantly surprised to see. VWAP is breaking up, strong money strength coming in. We're overbought, oversold. I mean, I think it's coming up. So 4 hours say. 4 hours say. Ooh, look at that VWAP. There's a solid VWAP coming up. We're at almost 10. Green dot, bullish divergence. Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up more. Come on, Turbo. Where the frick is Sean? Sean, we got good news on Turbo, Sean, wherever you're at. I know you're always on here. You show up sometimes late though. Sometimes you're early. Sometimes you're the first ones. I always see you. Between Jeremy, you and Jesse, you guys show up and say, I'm the first. I'm like, hey, there they are. They're already on there. Trent usually sets up the lives for me. But I'll probably start helping him out every now and again now because he's going to send me the Excel sheet for the affiliates. Oh, by the way, you know what I should do? That's what I should do. Before we go any further, guys, I have to do this. I have to do this. So I hope you forgive me. How the hell do you get to the homepage? Usually I do all this stuff on my phone. No, me. Go to me. Me. And that's how you know you guys. Oh, I didn't share the screen. Boop. There you go. That's how you know who I am. Why can't I go to the home page? I'm gonna look at my profile. There we go. That. Hey, look, we're live. Okay, guys, check it out. In the link, we have BidFi partnering up with Blockchain and Brew. The first $100 you deposit as a new user, you get 60% on top of that. Hey, that's pretty good, man. New user, you get $60 for the first 100 you put in. Boom, that's nice. That's nice bonus. You know, if it was me, I would change this yellow bar to show you like the amount of bonus, and everything else is 20% on the top. So you 500, you get your 100,000, you get 200. You put $5,000 in there, you get $1,000 of free trading money. Well, that's not too bad, man. Reach up to 100K more users now. Promote. So check out our link in the description. Hey guys, look at who we got showing up. Look at him. He's smiling. He wants me to add him to the screen. I'm coming, Trent. I'm coming. I gotta find my mouse. I see it still on the main screen. Hey, there you are, buddy.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You look great, by the way.
Nice.
Very desert-like in the background.
Just loading my wife's guitar up in the truck. We're at the church.
Doing the Lord's work. I was talking about that. I said you're helping the youth.
Yes, sir.
Is that a mountain range behind you, or those hills?
Those are some hills, but like off in the distance, yeah. There's a lot of surrounded by mountains.
And by mountains. You wanna give the pitch for Caleb and Brown?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Before you pitch it, what's the odds of changing that color font tomorrow?
The color, but maybe it just depends on how much we're like out of town with my dad and stuff. Visiting him in the hospital, but yeah.
Wait, is he staying in the hospital?
Yeah, he's in there till Tuesday.
What? A whole week?
Yeah.
For his foot?
Yeah. I should be on the stream like from my house tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in there. He's in there. I don't know. They're trying to figure out how much of his foot they don't have to cut off is, where they're at.
So what's the odds of him getting like a skin graft from like his thigh or lower buttocks?
They're gonna do that with like any part of the foot that's salvageable. They're just still figuring out what's salvageable.
Really?
Yeah, because they've pumped him full of like 3 bags of antibiotics and like full spectrum antibiotics. He's lucky he didn't already go septic, to be honest. Like he's the type that doesn't want to go to the hospital.
That's like me. I'm very
Molly cried and said she didn't want him to die, and then he was like, okay, all right, fine, I'll go. You win?
You win. I was watching this person on TikTok. He had to get a skin graft for his thumb, and they used genital skin, and he's like, because they say it's like the most matches like the feel of like your thumb, but he grows pubes on his thumb because the hair follicles.
No.
I hope that doesn't happen to your dad.
At least it's the foot,
Yeah. You grow pubes on your feet.
I mean, it ruins his shot at selling feet pics on OnlyFans, but hey.
You might be able to do it right now. Well, Jesse said. Jesse said, the youth is our future. Great job, Trent.
You said what now?
Jesse Diaz says, the youth is our future. Great job, Trent.
Yes, sir. I just had a conversation with a young kid, 13 years old. He feels called to preach, and I've been preaching for like 15 years or so. That's where I'm at on Sundays right now, is down the hill and over by Knott's Berry Farm in Orange County, and preaching at a church for 5 weeks and stuff. So I'm gonna try to mentor this kid a little bit, So it's a long road. 13's a little young. You obviously need you got a long road ahead of you at 13, but yeah.
Then Calvin said, rough couple of days with all this war chatter. For those who didn't flinch during the Celsius crash and then the FTX, this too will pass.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good advice, Calvin. It'll pass. You know, I feel like it's already, I said it yesterday, but I feel like the market's already pricing this in, you know?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I think so too. I think it was really interesting. I was listening to BCB today, and he was talking about how we got hit so many times back to back to back to back to back. He's like, first it was like, what was the first thing? It was like tariffs. Then we had something else. What else was happened? There was tariffs. What else happened, Trent? There's something tariffs, and then there was the war.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, why is it back to back to back? We're getting hit all of a sudden with
Yeah.
bad news. He's like, this seems like very narrative based driven, and not to fret. It will pass. Basically, what Calvin said.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
I'm excited to be able to see you, Trent. I was like getting a little lonely. I was like, I feel like it's only been me yesterday and today. I'm like, I brought coffee today because I don't want to drink alone, and I'm getting tired. I spilled my beer twice on my keyboard. I don't think it can make it last a third time. But Trent, are you excited to you have your whole new setup?
Yeah.
Guys, you guys don't know this. Trent's studio is changing. He's been in the works. You will no longer be able to see outside his window.
Yeah, those blinds that sit behind me, man. Those are terrible. Those are going away. For the moment it's gonna be a blank wall, but you know. But we're gonna get we're gonna put a couple shelves back there and put some stout glasses, some whiskey glasses on the shelves, probably a couple books, stuff like that.
You guys should come up and visit us during the end of July when I'm on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun.
You sound like I want to drive all the way out there. Hey, we have trees. We're not in the desert.
Oh, you know. Hold on, give me one
Comment what picture of Britney Spears you want Trent to have on his wall behind him.
No.
Britney Spears.
Baby, one more time. Oops, I did it again. Or when she shaved her head.
Can we have one where it's like both of them together? That way, it's like, you know, like half shaved, like half baby behind.
Dude, look, it's gotta be.
Did you just say baby behind?
Yeah. Baby,
this is not that kind of channel.
Me. Baby behind me.
Look, it's gotta be a picture of T Swizzy.
Who's that?
I need a banner that says most hydrated crypto community out there. You know, Jesse said get some crypto logos and a blockchain brew patch.
Yes.
And a neon sign of the wet emoji. Because you're the most hydrated.
Oh, yeah. A wet emoji because we're the most hydrated.
Yeah.
Okay, single water drop.
Molly, I got it. Did Trent tell you I have another interview set up for the channel? Psh, I can't tell you guys about it yet, but it's for the 1st of July at 3. So I need to send
that one.
Heck yeah.
Can I guess who it is? Can I have 3 guesses?
You would never in a million years guess.
Yeah.
I bet you I'll guess.
Yeah, you don't even know who this person is.
Okay. Number 1, Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy. Okay. Number 2.
No. Okay, go for number.
No.
George Bush Sr.
No.
The Supreme Leader of Iran.
Oh, don't take my 3rd guess. Here's my 3rd guess. My 3rd guess is the lady who checks us out at the grocery store.
No.
Okay.
No, did you see the parliament in Iran? They were burning the American flag after they did something that said death to America.
Good Lord.
Oh, I'm sure. You know, one comment that I read, it was the one where they basically said something, you know, big is going to happen tonight, blah, blah, blah. It was like a quasi threat, right? Well, someone comments and goes, "Why is this written in English?" And then someone responds and goes, "So that you can read it."
They're obsessed.
It's pretty crazy. Did you guys have time to listen to the Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz interview?
I've seen some clips, and man, Tucker Carlson was tearing that guy apart.
You know, I saw some clips too, and it seemed like that to me from the clips.
Yeah.
I watched the whole interview, and I actually felt bad for Ted Cruz in the way that I'm a Tucker fan. I actually enjoy him very much, but I also like Ted Cruz. But my problem was when I watched the full interview, Tucker was all over the map. He was asking like a question like every 10 seconds, and he wasn't giving Ted Cruz any time to respond. And Ted Cruz started getting frustrated. And I don't know who said that started name calling first, but then they were both name calling each other. And then they were like, well, we both have hurt feelings. And I was like, dude, this is super like unprofessional. Like I felt like it was a very mediocre like interview. Like if I was Ted Cruz, I'd be getting pissed off too. I'm like, dude, just let me finish my thoughts. And then there's one point he was trying to tell a story, and he's like, just let me finish. This is important to me. And then during the story, Tucker interrupted him like 3 or 4 times, and he never got to finish his story. And I was like, dude, seriously?
That's rough. I wouldn't expect that from Tucker Carlson.
And it was me neither.
People change though, you know. Like,
yeah, well, like this interview, like, granted, like I didn't agree with what a lot of some of the stuff Ted Cruz was saying, but he was trying to make a point of like trying to get his thoughts out processed. And then there was another time during the interview that Ted Cruz was talking, and it was like common sense things, and Tucker wouldn't accept, use the common sense answer. You know what I mean? Like he was tiptoeing around it because he didn't want to actually say the common sense thing out loud, and Tucker was not having any of it. Zero. Yeah. But they were both pretty cordial about it. Tucker definitely was being slimy, but that's his job, to be honest, though. Yeah, but that's JJ Crypto. Thank you, JJ, for showing up. Lots of love. It is his job, and I don't think Ted Cruz was prepared for the interview. I don't. But there was a lot of clicks taken out of context, which obviously that's how you get attention. And two, I don't know. It was like it felt like Tucker was going after something and not accepting. He was going after something and wasn't giving Ted Cruz time to answer anything. So it made me like on pins and needles with the whole thing. I was like, God, just let him talk. Let either one of you guys talk and let either one of you guys finish. Like, we need like one of those mute mics, what they do during the election. Yeah. You mute it so that guy can finish his train of thought. I was all like, and then when they both got heated, I was like, okay, like they need to take a 10-minute break, both of them, and come back because they can't think clearly. So yeah. Like, you hurt my feelings. I'm like, Chucky, your feelings are not hurt. Don't give me that BS. And Ted Cruz is like, well, you hurt mine first. I'm like, yours doesn't hurt either.
Yeah.
He called him a slimy feline or something like that.
Oh my God.
A sneezy feline.
Well, I'm going to have to hop off and, work on getting some stuff moved around so I can get into that room. But I'll leave you with a micro Cardano spotlight. Did you know that Iagon has now partnered with Ford?
I did not.
Yes, and they've partnered with Ford for Web3 storage, decentralized storage, data storage services. And
wow.
Yeah, and Iagon is like breaking out against ADA right now, and it could be a good time to look at jumping on a Cardano DEX and snagging yourself a little Iagon. So
what do you think, Trent, about, before you go, there was another Cardano thing. I don't know if you know any information on it. I was hoping to have you on yesterday to talk about it. I heard Charles Hoskinson was talking about using real USD.
Well, yes, because he's very adamant that Cardano may very well be the DeFi layer for XRP. Because of Midnight, particularly. Midnight allows Cardano to be the DeFi layer for a lot of things. Bitcoin is a unique situation with Bitcoin DeFi because Cardano and Bitcoin are UTXO, bro. UTXO bros is what they say, you know. They share the same transaction model. So it's a lot easier to actually integrate native Bitcoin on Cardano DeFi. But Midnight, Bitcoin's um, layer two for privacy, for private transactions, it actually is a big step in helping Cardano to be the DeFi layer for other assets like XRP, Dogecoin, for example, Stellar. So anything that's not really a smart contract layer one protocol um, can utilize XRP or can utilize Cardano for its smart contract capabilities. So,
That's really
technically, you can, yeah, you can host smart contracts on the XRP ledger, but Cardano is built for this in a way that XRP really isn't. And so you have the option to leverage the security, the proven track record of Cardano DeFi with your XRP. So.
well. I think that's quite huge too, because if Cardano's capturing XRP and itself is a top 10 project, and I mean like really top 5 because you take out like the stables, and then you got it conquering Bitcoin too. I mean, it got its fingers in a lot of different things. I mean, that would be huge if Cardano can capture
Yeah,
the stablecoin game.
it's doing what Polkadot could never do. Remember
Yeah,
when
it is.
Polkadot was branded as the interoperability chain?
Yes, I did remember that. Layer 0.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like Cardano just built in mostly silence for years, did it right, and now out of nowhere, like it's not out of nowhere. I mean, if you followed the development, you've seen it coming, but man, like interoperability is going to quickly become a Cardano thing.
Do you
So,
think that's Cardano's greatest weakness?
what, building in silence?
Yes.
It's a mixed bag because governance was not fully decentralized until Voltaire. And so because of that, you know, if the founding team is going to deploy treasury funds toward marketing,
Yeah.
like why it goes against the ethos of it for the founding team to start deploying treasury assets before you have decentralized on-chain governance. Now that we have on-chain governance, the community can deploy treasury funds for marketing. So I think that it had building in silence. I think it has been Cardano's greatest weakness, but I think that is changing. It's not going to change overnight.
Yeah.
But I think that is changing.
I think you might be right, because the fact that they're having this Bitcoin thing, this XRP thing, that's not silent.
No, they showcased it at the Bitcoin conference.
That's wild. And it was, yeah, you're right. They did showcase it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think Cardano's gonna do big things. Like, me, I have a price target higher than everybody else's. I don't hold any Cardano due to their own stupid, selfish reasons. But I wish I never got rid of it. But me, I'm thinking $7 and $12 for Cardano.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Blockchain Brew.
Trent, before after you go, upload a selfie to X.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do one too for XRP.
All right.
So it's gonna do a thing. Thank you, JJ, for pointing that out to us.
Thank you, JJ. Great interview, by the way, with Tyler. I'm looking forward to talking to you myself about some ADA gang. Well, thank you for tuning into another episode of the Blockchain Brew. Subscribe to join the most hydrated community on YouTube.
That's
Cheers.
Right. Cheers. I don't know if you caught that too, JJ, earlier. I do got another interview lined up for the 1st of July. It's not who I was telling you about with. I'm actually still waiting for that response back. I did get a hold of that person. I don't know if I'll get a hold of him again. We'll see. But I do have another interview lined up with somebody that's pretty larger in this space. So I'm excited, and hopefully I can get them into our Discord so we can build a larger community. It'll be a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to the future in this space, and I'm on the look, man, for a young talent like ourselves, and be able to grow. Looking for it for sure. Need more ADA, bros. LOL, dude. I'm so need more ADA. I was on track to have 100,000 ADA, and I swapped it to other things that in the May hype, and I lost everything. So it was a very sad subject. I say Cardano's the greatest weakness is stubborn holders. Most of the folks on the Cardano aren't willing to swap their ADA for Cardano natives. LOL. Marketing is wrecked, to be honest. LOL. Also, you're not wrong, but XRP suffers with that too, because I own XRP. I don't own any native tokens on XRP because I'm like, I don't know how to. I could go access them, but I don't know anything about the ecosystem. I just know what XRP is. I love it. Heck yeah, it's going to be sick. Super stoked, dude. Me too, man. And hopefully, we can build this network inside this Discord, and we can all use different interviews to help grow each other. Let's go. Woo! Let's take a look at ETH. Silver. Actually, I kind of want to take a look at silver and gold real quick too. Gold's kind of slowing down a little bit. Peaked up. Is that its peak? Yeah. Gold peaked at all-time highs, $3,500. Silver's been pumping. Maybe a fake. Yeah, keep going. Money flow is going good. VWAP's kind of meh. Maybe we'll cool off a day, but still $37. I'll take the XRP ecosystem. How to be good video idea. That's not a bad idea. I have a lot of video ideas, but now it's just getting a time to film them all, get development. I think we're going to get a lot more videos out. Trent is working on his office right now. He's going to be done within about 2 weeks. So that'll be pretty big, I think, for us. He has scripted a bunch of videos. We just haven't put them out yet. We got to do that. Finish editing them. You know how it is to get an editor out there. Excuse me. ETH is trading sideways. Oof. Still, we are projected a red candle next week. So what? Daily. Check out Ethereum. Negative 22.16. Exactly. Definitely a pain to film, then edit, and going live. It's just way easier. LOL. I think you're right. I think it is way easier to go live and just kind of live with the mistakes, because that's how it is. I don't know if you caught it last time, but I literally spilled my brew on my desk, and then literally I cleaned it all up. I have the towel sitting right here, and then I go look over the chat, and I knocked it over again onto my keyboard. Oh well, that is what it is, right? We have 15 minutes. Let's go check out Ethereum. No, I don't want to do 15 minutes. We'll do 30 minutes. We'll do 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, 12. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Hey, JJ, just out of curiosity, did you ever watch Treasure Planet growing up? We got a green dot going to the upside. That's usually we get these on the bottom, and that makes it a lot more bullish. But I actually like these green dots playing out because these also are really good, strong power points to hit. I'm saying we're oversold. Strength coming up. VWAP coming up. Love that move, dude. That was peak of I think cartoon movie animation. I think that was it. Anything after that just went downhill slowly. Dude, that movie was sick, man. I bought it for my kids. We watch it in the car when we go on drives. 15 for we have 15 on the DBSI for more upward momentum. VWAP is coming up. It is nice. Dude, I had the soundtrack CD from McDonald's or Burger King or something. LMAO. Dude, that's awesome. Back then when McDonald's used to give you toys. Dude, you remember getting toys in cereal boxes? Are we that old? I don't even think they do that anymore. You might get a Pokemon card, but you used to get kick-ass toys out of there. Cheerios used to give away gold dollars. We got Etheria. We kind of have some bullish divergence coming out on the 1 hour, a 4 hour. I remember Burger King did an Xbox 360 demo just too. That is crazy. I had no idea about that. I know that my dad went to GameStop for Christmas. That guy stole it too. My dad, he brought me home an Xbox box game. It had a demo on there for like 15 games. Dude, he found it in the garbage. I know that. Because this is what I do for a living. It's what he does, you know. And he goes, "Hey, Ty." I open up my present. Christmas Day, open up. I look at it. I'm like, dude, this is sick. And I was reading all the games in the back of it. I think one of them was like Rose Rumble or something like that. And I was talking to my dad. Oh, maybe my Conker's Bad Fur Day also in there. And I was showing my dad it. And I never saw that game again. I sat down my pile of toys. Never appeared. Dude, I'm sure my dad was like, he can't play this stuff, and chucked it out. They don't want to watch two girls wrestle in bikinis and Conker's Bad Fur Day. Good old dad. Well, Ethan's gonna be pumping the next 4 hours, bro. I mean, look at the VWAP coming up. We have almost bullish divergence, anchor trigger wave coming in. That's nice. Let's check out a little larger time frame. Large time frame, we don't have the bullish divergence. We could do kind of have a bottom, man. I mean, look at this support, man. This is so thick right here. It's actually kind of nice to build this level of support, because when we break above it, this might be the bottom of the bear market. Next time it might be $2,500. Yo, what's up, Juan? Juan, did you ever watch Treasure Planet growing up? Yes, Conker's Bad Fur Day Reloaded on the 360. The OG Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. One of the greatest games of all time. I catch it every now and again on Twitch. That's usually where I don't have a whole lot of time to play anymore, so I watch Twitch. You what? You never seen Treasure Planet? Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, you gotta check that out, Juan. That's the best animated movie ever. Did you ever watch you or JJ? Did you guys ever watch Titan AE? I was watching a documentary about that the other day. Freaking, I love that movie, dude. Apparently, that was like career ending, box office fail, but then people call it like the hidden classic because I guess it was so good that unappreciated, ahead of its time. You know, I wouldn't say we have a structural break either right here. And, you know, on the 12-hour, dude, I think we might be kind of bullish, dude. So this is what I'm thinking on ETH, okay? 4-hour bullish divergence, okay? VWAP coming up, strength coming up. That's a good sign. Now, this is just projecting out. We have the VWAP coming up. We go jump to a larger time, so we'll go to the 12-hour, okay? Well, we think of the 12. We know the 4-hour is going to do good. So the question is, in the next 3 candles, can we confirm a trigger wave right here, or a reset? Where's the next trigger? Way over here. Well, can we get some sort of wave, green dot, trigger upwards momentum right here? That would be really nice. So the 4-hour is saying yes. The VWAP is saying it's very possible. We're almost at the 0 line. And the light blue needs to roll over the dark blue to get that green dot. So we're really freaking close. So in the next 3 hours, can we get that? That is a very high possibility. And we extend out again. This is where we get an anchor wave, trigger wave right here. So now we're on the daily. So if we can roll the 4-hour bullish, flip the 12-hour, and by what time is it? You know, by end of tomorrow, where we're streaming again, can we get a green dot? We might have a really good weekend. It is possible. Titan AE, another gem. Yes, 10 out of 10, dude. I love that movie. I bought it for my son. He's 7. I bought it on Voodoo. He's going to learn to love it. It kind of freaks him out right now, the aliens. And the little blue energy guys. I didn't know this, but the reason why that movie stood out so interestingly with the aliens and the ships is they had like 7 different teams or something like that working on the animation. So it wasn't like one group. It was a bunch of different groups coming together. all using different styles. Titan AE. It was all about that bird that had dual-wielding guns. And Cam's dad, dude. I think that's what his name was. I love that ring that made the map on his hand. You guys, I'm trying to say crypto related. You guys are distracting myself. Yes, I said that right. Distracting myself. You know, if we can get a bullish, really stretching it, get a good 4-hour, 12-hour daily, maybe we can roll this week over. It's possible. We haven't fully closed that trigger wave yet, and you can't project too far out without like closing things, because a tweet changes everything, and I've made that mistake where I'm like, I'm like, this is definitely real, and I'll put a short in there, and you don't actually know. I watched making of Titan AE. They recorded the ice cracking sound out at some sound at some audio cabin or something, walking around outside. LOL. I vaguely remember watching that, dude. That's wild. That's wild, dude. I love watching the ice. They're like, there he is. There he is. He's over there. And they're shooting the ice. Which one is he? And they're just slowly gliding through the ice circles. There he is. Go follow him. And then the ice derailed my train of thought, guys. I'm totally derailed. But yeah, it was a great movie. If anybody out there hasn't watched it, go check it out. Oh, ETH, we're feeling pretty good on, guys. I think we're going to get pumped. I'm bullish on ETH. We'll close out bullish on ETH. Let's check out Bitcoin. Where are we on Bitcoin? Haha, see right there? Right there. This is a prime example where we were just looking at, okay? You can't say too soon with one of these rounded tops like this until it confirms. Look at that. Look at this right there, dude. Look, where's my paint pen? It literally didn't confirm right there, and it kept going. That's one of the reasons why you can't say, oh, I'm gonna short this trigger wave, because it has to play out. You have to get that red dot. Dude, that sucker was so close to touching, and it didn't touch. Probably literally on the stream, that candle closed and flipped. All right, but we are in the red, so no celebrating too much yet. But the VWAP is coming up, and the strength is coming up on Bitcoin. The 4 hour. Ooh, we got a green dot, and we close in 20 minutes. Is this green dot going to confirm? Not only do I think it could confirm, but we were just looking at Ethereum, and freaking, we also got some bullish divergence on Bitcoin, and the bullish divergence closed, and now we're about to get a green dot closing. Dude, let's go, Bitcoin. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Bob the Builder. I gotta remove this because I can't see. Remove. All right. Don't have divergence on the 12-hour, but money flow is coming down. We're almost in the red. What can we flip it? And probably DBSI says, nah, it's a fake out. Okay, well, we'll have to wait and see. Did it say that on ETH too? Was there a fake out on Ethereum? No, there's no fake out on Ethereum, just Bitcoin. Interesting. I wonder, does that mean divergence on BTC is going to roll? Hey, later, Jesse. I'm not too far behind you, brother. I'll probably be on for like another 5 minutes. I got myself going down a rabbit hole right now. BTC divergence. No, we don't have bearish divergence on BTC, but BTC might go down anyways. Check out the total. Totals. Total 1, there's bullish divergence on 4 hour. Just slightly. Total 2, I think it still has also slight bullish divergence. Yes, but total 3. Yeah, well, maybe it does make it on total 3. I just had to really draw it out slightly down. I think we're gonna have a little bit of altcoin data tomorrow. Yes, Ethereum. We're bullish on Ethereum. Bitcoin, we are 12-hour. Well, up to 12 hours. We will remain bullish. We'll have to reevaluate. But Ethereum, I think we're bullish longer than 12 hours. We're in 12 hours a daily. I'm bullish on ETH. Where's Sean at? He always likes to listen to Bitcoin. That's kind of a scary chart, man. Sean. That is a scary chart. It has like no support. But the good news is we might be getting a pump. We can't call it before it confirms. But we have DBSI is playing with us, which is a good sign. If we get another green candle, we can confirm a trigger wave. We will begin another pump. Now, how high would it go? It maybe it'll only go up to over here, 47882. But we'll have to wait and see. What's the 4 hour say? 4 hour says, yeah, we should get that pump. Trigger wave, VWAP coming up. Hey, you know what? You might be able to get a trade in here on for you, Sean. Now, where's Daniel? I haven't seen Daniel Ghazi in a minute, bro. Daniel, you out here? I haven't seen you in a minute. Where is Gala? Gala's over here. It's in the gaming. That's why. Oh, Daniel. Where are you, son? You also have the bullish divergence. We're in the middle of pumping right now. VWAP coming in. Money flow still kind of leaving. But maybe not. Maybe it turns green. The 4 hour. 12 hour does look kind of like a fake out. But, you know, short term goodness, you know, take it. Take the green where we can. I really want to find you guys like a gem at some point. I would love to be able to help you guys out like that. But hey, man, 8:45, been live for about an hour and 15 minutes. I'll probably wrap it up here, guys, so I can spend time with my wife before I go to work tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys showing up, man, supporting the channel. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, help support the local art and talent in this area. We're growing. We got plans. I appreciate everybody showing up. We're here for you, and you're here for us. So it's like a community. We'll get a Discord set up. We'll get merch going, guys. We appreciate every single one of you guys showing up each and every day. And I say every day because we don't take any days off here, guys. We will be here every day. I was here on my anniversary, my son's birth, and every day. I'm just kidding. I wasn't here for the son's birth. I wasn't even doing YouTube then. But I was here on my anniversary, and I will continue to be here. Even the days I was sick, I was here. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys support us. We're the most hydrated crypto community out on the interweb. Trent will be here even longer tomorrow. You guys will pick his brain. So, hey, you guys enjoy your night. Sleep well. God bless in each and every one of you. Good night.